How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Johnny64, and today I'm talking about, I would call it Metroid Prime news or Retro Studios news, but most of you big Metroid fans are probably very familiar with what happened recently concerning Retro Studios' Twitter page. Now, since we originally had Metroid Prime 4 announced back in like 2017, it's been about 5 years, we haven't really got any glimpses of Metroid Prime 4. All we got was the initial logo. But Retro Studios just did something exciting. They updated their banner for their Twitter page. Now, of course, that's not really a big deal in the grand scheme of things. Relatively, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But we're super huge Metroid fans, and we haven't really seen anything from Metroid for a really long time. So this photo we're looking at is the updated banner. And I've seen videos that have gone deep into speculation, wondering about all the shadows and what the tunnel means and all that sort of thing. There's a lot of things you can read into this, and honestly, I don't think anything's definitive except for one thing. The only thing about this photo that looks definitive to me is Samus herself. Some people have speculated that maybe that's Dark Samus, and that is possible, but what I took away from it is whether that's Samus or Dark Samus, the art style is remaining the same, which I am incredibly pleased to see. Now, after Mercury Steam's version of Samus, I thought maybe for continuity's sake, they might adjust the art style of Metroid Prime Samus to give it a little bit more continuity between the Metroid games, which I'll admit, in certain franchises and certain IPs, that consistency and that continuity might be a nice thing to see, but I didn't want to see it for the Metroid Prime games. I really like the look of Samus within Metroid Prime. If she was to now change and look more like Mercury Steam's version of Samus, it would be a little bit off-putting. So to see that she still has the big shoulders of the Varia suit, to see that her physique has pretty much remained the same, I am incredibly happy and incredibly pleased to see this. I think there's a lot of stuff you can speculate with this. I've even heard some people saying that the shadow almost resembles Sylux. Maybe. Sylux is one of the bounty hunters from Metroid Prime Hunters, and he was teased several times. At the end of Metroid Prime 3, there is a little teaser of Samus being followed by a green ship, and that has since been confirmed by Retro Studios to be Sylux. So we're pretty sure that Sylux is going to be a big part of Metroid Prime 4. Sylux is a bounty hunter, a fellow bounty hunters of Samus, but Sylux is pretty much a villain. He absolutely hates the Galactic Federation, and he hates Samus as a result of that as well. And so he might be the big bad villain of Metroid Prime 4, or he may just be a conduit to something bigger and even worse. Personally, I feel like since it's called Metroid Prime 4, Dark Samus or Metroid Prime needs to be involved in some way, shape, or form. Otherwise, why are you calling it Metroid Prime 4? I understand this is 3D Metroid, but Metroid Prime is literally the first Metroid Prime that you fight, and then Dark Samus, who is really just Metroid Prime in the Phazon suit. So I feel like they should be involved. Maybe when he stole, meaning Sylux, when he stole the Metroid at the end of Federation Force, maybe that's going to be some way of him trying to bring back Metroid Prime. It's tough to say. I don't know what they have planned, but I do hope that either Dark Samus or some form of Metroid Prime is still involved in the 4th installment. So let me know what you guys take away from this banner. I don't think we're going to be seeing Metroid Prime 4 anytime soon. They've been doing a lot of changes. They've been making a lot of hires. It sounds like this entire project is just in development hell at the moment. But I do think they'll get it right eventually. But there's just been a lot of hiccups and a lot of changing seats. And so hopefully they get it squared away eventually, but I still think we're a good ways out from seeing this game, maybe even a couple years. But at least we got something, a little something, that felt new. And Samus looks like the good old awesome Samus that we saw from the original trilogy. So let me know what you guys think about this banner in the comment section. Be expecting more Metroid content and more Nintendo news, as we've got a lot of releases coming up, like Mario Strikers, Splatoon 3, and eventually I'll be covering the hell out of Breath of the Wild 2. So make sure to like and subscribe for more Nintendo content, and I will see you guys in the next video.